Hey guys! So if you couldn't tell by the title of today's video, I am finally going to be updating you on my pop vinyl collection. Ever since I made that video like 6 months ago, so many of you guys have been commenting on it and asking me to do an update, so today I am finally getting around to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started, and I hope that you guys enjoy the video. So when I said that I was going to update you on my collection, I guess I kind of lied a little bit because, to be honest, there's not really much to update you guys on. Ever since I made that first video where I showed you all the different ones I had in my collection, I've only gotten one more pop vinyl to add to it, and that one that I got is Mike Wazowski from Monsters University. When I turned 20 in January, I almost forgot what month I was born in, my friend got this for me for my birthday. She watched that video like 20 times through just to make sure I didn't have him already. She's a great friend, so not everyone would do that for me, but she did, and I just think he's really cute. He was one that I wanted. I planned on getting the regular Mike Wazowski just from the regular first Monsters Inc., but the one from Monsters University is so cute with his books in his hand and his little hat. Monsters University ended up being one of my favorite movies that came out last summer, so I was really happy that she got this for me, and I'm very happy to add him to my collection. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is why I haven't necessarily been updating my collection, and the main reason is because I'm just having trouble finding them. When I started my collection, I guess almost a year ago, I bought so many in the beginning because I was so fascinated by them. Every time I went to Barnes & Noble, I would buy them all up so that I could have all the ones that I wanted, and then eventually when it came to be like February, I would go to Barnes & Noble and I wouldn't be able to find any new ones because all the ones they had in stock were ones that I already had. So I guess what I'm going to have to do now is go to the internet to find the ones that I want but don't have yet. But I'll be honest, I'm not really the kind of person that likes to order things off the internet necessarily because I like to physically look at them and touch them to make sure that they are exactly what I want, and on the internet obviously you can't do that. I mean, I'm open to ordering them off the internet if it's one that I really want. It's just what you have to do, but not really fond of the idea of that, so I've been kind of hesitant to order stuff off the internet, and that's really the main reason why I haven't been updating my collection. One of the other reasons why I haven't been updating my collection is because I've just been feeling really content with the way my collection is right now. When I started my collection, I made a list of all the different ones that I would eventually want to get, and a lot of those I have them already, and I'm satisfied with the way my collection is now. If I never added another one to it, I would be content with it. They do have other ones that I want to get that were on my list that I don't have yet, and so I'm gonna do that. Something else that I wanted to mention is that I never really considered myself to be like a hardcore collector of these things. I really started collecting them because I saw them in someone else's video, and I just remember thinking how cute they were and that I wanted to get some. So when I started collecting them, I got to like the way that they looked in this cube organizer. Every time I'd walk past this room, I would look at them, and that's really why I kept buying them. But being a collector is really expensive, as I'm sure you guys know. Whenever you want to buy something else, it costs you money, and being in college and having so many other expenses like for books and just other things like that, it's hard for me to fit buying them into my budget. I can fit them into my budget just fine, but I've been feeling like I kind of want to spend my money on other things instead of just those. So I didn't want to make you guys think that I was like this hardcore collector. Really, the reason why I made that very first video where I showed you my collection was because I was out of other ideas. So I figured that because I have this nice collection of pop vinyls that I would just show them off, because there are a lot of people who collect them, and I thought that maybe you guys would want to see them, but there are also people who don't know anything about them at all, and I just wanted to kind of spread the word about them and let other people know how amazing they are. When I made that video in the first place, I never expected it to become as popular as it did. It has like thousands of views now, and it's just crazy because it was just, I did it on a whim one day. I had no other ideas for videos, and it's just crazy how popular it was. And I kind of got a little bit worried when I started seeing people commenting like months later saying, you haven't updated this in so long, you should film an update because it's been so long since you filmed your first one. And that kind of worried me a little bit because I felt like I kind of gave you guys the wrong impression. So I kind of put off filming an update for a while because I just didn't really feel like I had anything to update you guys on. So that's the reason why it has taken so long for me to film an update. So I'm sorry for that. So now I'm just going to take a little bit to talk about some of the ones that I do want to get. Two of them are Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. From the very beginning when I found out they had those, pretty much when I started my collection, they're on my list of the ones I wanted to get. I have been looking for those and I haven't been able to find them in the Barnes & Noble stores. I know that they have Winnie the Pooh on their website, and I think they have Tigger as well. I'm not really sure though, but I can order them off of Barnes & Noble's website if I have to, and I'm going to do that because they are ones that I definitely want to get. Another one that I have been wanting for so long is Edward Scissorhands. I love the way he looks. He's such a likeness. And Edward Scissorhands is one of my favorite older kind of movies. I know that they have him on Hot Topics website, and I know that they've had him on there for a while. And I think they even sold out of him for a while, but they recently got him back in stock. I had looked at a couple Hot Topics around where I live to see if they carry him in stores, and I don't think they really do, so he's another one that I'm going to have to order offline. Another collection that they recently came out with, I think, for all I know, it could be recently, it could be not, but I haven't really seen them before, is the Finding Nemo pop vinyls. Finding Nemo was like my childhood. Finding Nemo was where it was at when I was young, so getting those pop vinyls is something that I'm really excited about. To be honest, when I saw them, I thought they looked a little bit weird. They're very square-like. I know that the regular pop vinyls are famous for like their square heads and their big eyes, but I guess because the Finding Nemo characters are fish, they found it a little bit hard to stick to that square look with like the big black round eyes, so they look a little bit weird, but looking at them again, I kind of like the way that they look now, so I'm really excited about getting those ones. So guys, I think that's going to be it for my pop vinyl collection update. I'm sorry if this video wasn't as exciting as you had hoped it would be, but to be honest, I haven't been focusing much on updating my collection, and I just wanted to let you guys know that. But hopefully in the future there will be some more update videos where I can show you some different ones that I've recently got, so look forward to those. Hopefully they will be sooner rather than later. But if you have any questions in the meantime about my collection, or just any questions in general, then feel free to leave a comment, or I have a Twitter page and you can tweet at me. Just whatever you want to do, just feel free to ask. So I think that's going to be it for today, but I hope that you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video.